Alright, hello everyone. We're going to do quickly practice part 4, and I'll get that one put on and part 5 put on a little bit later. So we're looking at this one, ABS plastic. Scale is 0.25, so we should be able to work this out rather quickly. I'm going to build the bottom base. I'm going to build this upper base, cut away this triangle, and then thanks to Jana Youngquist, we figured out how to do the symmetrical extrusion. So I'll show you how to do that and be able to put this piece in here rather quickly. So let's go to our part. I'm going to go ahead and just do from the front my sketch. Once again, P to turn off the planes, N to orientate it correctly. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 2 inches by a ½ inch up. So I'm going to do a rectangle. Go ahead and just start here. I'm going to go 2, enter, 0.5, enter. And I can just change that to be the bottom base. And it has a depth of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has a depth of 1.25. So we're going to extrude that. 1.25 and hit enter, and once again change that name just to be the bottom base extrusion, or bottom. I'm going to leave it as bottom base for right now. So I've got my bottom base here. That origin is still on. I'm going to go ahead and shut that off. I'm not in need of that anymore right now. So on the top of this piece, I'm going to click it and make a new sketch. Once again, I'm going to do a rectangle. Orientate that so I can see a little bit better. From there across, I know it's going to go all the way across, and if I remember correctly, it's 0.5. So I got it all the way across. Hit enter, and then 0.5, and enter. It's giving me a little bit red, and I'm not sure exactly what the red stands for, but for right now, I think it's okay. So this is going to be back. And I'm going to go ahead and sketch that. And I'm sorry, that's wrong. I'm going to go ahead and extrude that. Make sure it's an add, and from there we've got that. I'm going to make sure we take a look at it, and it says it's going up 3 blocks, which is 0.75. So we'll change this to be 0.75. I'm going to click OK. So on this front one, I'm just going to go ahead and make a new sketch. I can see that it's going over 2 and up 3, so I can make this triangle, and I'm just going to cut away that triangle off the edge here. So I'm going to use my line tool. I'm going to click, and it goes over 0.5. It comes down to that corner, and then comes back up to this corner. And I can go ahead and extrude that one. And I'm going to remove that piece, and it should give me a full cut. And change that. And then the last thing I'm going to do is put in the middle triangle. I'm going to do that by doing a midplane. So change this to be midplane and flip it around here. And you can see the midplane is in there. I'm going to click OK. Put a new sketch on there. Now what's nice, once again, is I can use the use command. It's giving me both of those. I can then use my line command, and I've got the middle triangle here. So if I go to my directions, it extrudes out 0.5. That right there looks to be the middle of it, so 0.25 on both directions. So I'm going to go ahead and just rename this to be middle triangle. And I forgot to name an extrusion earlier. We can go back and do that. All right, so we're going to extrude this triangle. We're going to add, but instead of being blind, we want to do a symmetric extrusion. And we want that to be 0.5. And if I hit enter, you can see that it does 0.25 on both sides there. So I can change the name of that one to be the middle triangle. And click OK. There's my part. I can come over here, turn off my plane. So that's off there. So once again, we can assign the material to be ABS. And if done correctly, we should be able to check our mass, volume, and surface area against the mass, surface, area, volume. It didn't show up on this one, but that's okay. This is what it should be. If you're struggling, please let me know. Have a great day.